everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So it's Sunday morning, it's 8 o'clock a.m. and the racetrack is actually open. So last night got canceled because of the rain. I was pretty upset because I really wanted to run my car, try and work on some things. And Friday night we did the list race, which also got rained out, plus it was only 8th mile. So my plan was to go on Saturday, do some quarter mile stuff, test some things out, and got rained out again. So the track is actually open this morning because they're making up the race from the night before. So we're gonna go test and tune the car, see if we can get like 2, maybe 3 passes in. Usually I bring my truck and I throw everything in the truck, tools and all that, but it's just Kennedy and I today, and I don't want to make her drive the truck again. And she's half awake, so I don't really trust her driving the truck this early this morning. But so we're just gonna take the car. So you can see, got the gas tank in there, and got a pair of pants, a helmet, a flathead, and a tire pressure gauge, and my actual pump that came with the car in case we need to add some tire pressure back into the car. So it's about 8 a.m. We're gonna head over there. The DA, it's not low, but it's low for Amarillo, I guess, for this time of the year. It's under 6,000 actually, and once it gets to 6,000, we're gonna leave. But I think I'm able to get a pass that's actually under 6,000 Amarillo. It's still like 5,700, 5,800. I'll update you guys when I actually get there. I'll run it on my app, but it's actually under 6,000 for one. So we are going to head over in the Sneaky Cat. Like I said, it's just Kennedy and I, and we're just gonna take the Challenger, and we'll just leave the gas and the pump kind of off to the side when I actually run. So hopefully maybe get like 2 or 3 passes, but we're not trying to stay out there all day. Plus it's gonna get real hot real quick, so we don't want to be out there when the DA is high anyways. So, but we're actually going to get some passes this morning in. So, we'll see you guys when we get over there. The bangs. If you haven't tried the Rainbow Unicorn, this is my shit.
They probably can't hear you.
They probably can't hear. Kennedy's holding the gas tank and some distilled water for the ice tank. And we're almost to the track. Pretty cool living about 10 minutes from the track though. I will say that's a good thing. But yeah, if you haven't tried this, this is like an upgraded Star Blast. And Kennedy's still got the purple guava OG. It's the OG.
It's my fave.
Alright, so it's real fucking windy out here, but what's better than a Sunday at the track? Pretty much nothing. It's awesome. There's a pretty good amount of people out here too, because they're redoing the bracket racing from last night, so hopefully get like 2 or 3 passes at most. So we're just waiting for the concession stand to open so we can get some ice in the car. Alright guys, so it's windy, you might not be able to hear me, but it's actually pretty sticky. Not too bad. Better than Friday nights. So Blake just prepped the track, sprayed some glue on it and dragged it. So shout out Blake for prepping the track. It's a lot better than Friday nights. And Kennedy is pre-stage. Ah!
Oh, ready.
Okay, now stage. Holy shit! We finally got a 9 in Amarillo. So first pass, cut a 150 60 foot, which is my best actually in Amarillo. So huge shout out to Blake for prepping the track in Amarillo Dragway. So 150 60 foot, and I went 994 at 140, which is obviously my best, and my goal finally to run a 9 in Amarillo. So if you guys don't know, my car's already gone 9.7 in lower DA, lower elevation. But here, our DA is really high. It was 6,000 at 3,500 elevation. I think it was like 75 or 78 degrees out. I'll put the screenshot of the app up here. But the DA was about 6,000 and went 9.9 at 140. So really stoked about that. Got back to the pits, iced it down, wanted to run again to see if I could get a better 60 foot. And I was going down the track and the car just shut off right at the 8th mile and scared the living shit out of me. I pulled over, started looking to see if anything was leaking, thought I blew the trans, thought I blew the motor, thought I blew something, and couldn't figure it out right away. So the guy with the four-wheeler, thank you, shout out to him, he came and towed me back to the pits and texted Joseph real quick to diagnose the car. And that was kind of my thinking, is it had to be a fuse somewhere. So he said check the fuel pump fuse, and that's what it was. It was a stupid fuse. And shout out to the guy that came over and helped. He's in the orange and blue Chevy Nova 2, badass drag car. I think his name was Eric, but it was really loud, so I couldn't exactly hear what his name was. But huge shout out to you for helping me out. And so what we did was use the fuse from the passenger door in the fuel pump relay slot so that I could run the car one more time. And once again, this time I cut an even better 60 foot. I cut 1.46 at the track. So the track was hooking. Now, if you want to know the difference, I cut a 1.43 consistently in Ennis at the Texas Motorplex, launching at like 1,400 RPMs. Whereas here, I was actually launching at like 1,900 RPMs and cutting a 1.46. So that was awesome. Cut a 1.46, went 640 in the 8th, and only went 994, exact same time as my previous pass at 139, because the DA was going up as we're obviously, you know, in between runs. So the DA got up to like 6,400. I'll put a screenshot here. Obviously, that Racing Channel's app isn't completely accurate, but it's kind of in the ballpark of what the DA actually was. So based on their app, it was 6,400 and still went 9.9 at 139 miles an hour. So when the track is hooking here and the DA is in like the 64, 6,500 range, the car will definitely go 9.9 every time. So hopefully here in a couple weeks, the DA will go a little bit lower and we'll see what I can get my fastest time here in Amarillo. But I'm really excited the car finally ran a 9. It was a huge accomplishment of mine. That's what I've kind of been working towards. If you want to know how much the car weighs, if you haven't seen, it's still like 4,300 pounds with me in it, plus a half tank. So it might be even 44, but I'm gonna guess it's around 4,300 with what I've done to the car. And I don't know what this guy's doing. We're trying to put air in the tires so we can drive home. So we drove, like I said earlier in the morning, we drove to the track with the car, with gas in the car, with Kendall. She's got really bad allergies right now. We're gonna get her some Claritin.
Claritin clear.
Claritin clear. So, but yeah, really happy with how the car did. Huge shout out to Tim Barth, and his tuning is awesome. Huge shout out to Joseph for all the help, and huge shout out to everyone else's help. And Kennedy for all the filming, and for getting the ice, helping me ice down, and keeping me calm, cool, and relaxed. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Really excited, really happy my car finally went 9s here. I was really freaking scared that I broke something, but it was just a fuse, luckily. So Kennedy's window is not going up or down right now because we're using that fuse for the fuel pump so we can get home. Make sure you guys always comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at VanV39. Follow Kennedy at Kennedy McCall. And I think Joseph's handle is like Streetcar Joe, but he drives a race car. We're out. Peace.